Hi, I'm Nick Ruddle and welcome to the Profit Club Basics. Today we're in for a great lesson. Today we're in for learning about leverage, the marketing leverage chart, how you can actually multiply your business profits, not just add to them. Now, what you're about to learn in the next few minutes is probably the most important thing you'll ever learn in business. And I know that's a big shout, it's a big statement, but the fact is, when you start to understand what I'm about to teach you, you'll understand how to multiply your business profits, not just add to them. Not just grow by small percentages each year, but actually multiplying the results that you get for your business. You see, I call this the business chassis for a reason. You know, if you take a look, you've got the Ford Mondeo or the Ford and the Jaguar X Series, two totally different cars. So if we go back to the originals, Ferdinand Porsche used the Volkswagen VW carbon gear to build the first Porsche. The chassis was exactly the same, but the outcome was entirely different. I want you to think about the same way with your business as well. So the chassis is already there. You know, what we've got to do now is fine tune it and turn it into a spectacular business, not just an average one. That would be the way that we'd want to do it. You know, we want to build a proper business. So let's take a look at the formula and let's go through exactly how that operates. So you see at the top here. First of all, we work on the number of leads. That is the number of prospects, the number of people that called you, contacted you, the people that came into your shop, into your office, the people that send you an email. You know, they're your leads. They're your potential customers to get into your business. So we want to know how many of those you have. Now, we want to measure that either on a daily, a weekly, a monthly, or an annual basis, depending on how many of them you get. Then we really want to work on your conversion rates. Again, something we need to measure, something we need to know precisely. The average business owner, when I go in and ask them what's their conversion rate, have a guess at it, and you know what they tell me pretty much all the time? We know our conversion rate is pretty good. We get about 60 to 70%. Then we start to measure it for a couple of weeks, and we find out it's not quite there yet, and it's usually a lot lower than that in many cases. See, measuring these things is so important, but you take the number of leads and you multiply it by the conversion rate. So let's say you had 10 leads and you sold 2 of them, then you've got a 20% conversion rate. Okay, so that gives you your total number of customers. So how many people are actually doing business with them? Okay. So number of customers then multiplied by the number of transactions, or how often they come back. Now again, some will come back 10 times a year, some you'll see them once and never ever again. But we need to know what the average is. Okay, so how often does the average customer buy from you on an annual basis? Okay, then we've got to multiply that with the amount they spend, okay, when they come and visit your business. So how much they actually spend on average. Okay, so again, some will be spending 5,000, some maybe only a fiver, but you're looking for an average spend when people come in and do business with you. So it's pretty simple. You do the maths. If you take the number of customers you've got and multiply it by how often each one of them buys from you in the year, in a 12-month period, and you multiply that again by the average amount they spend whilst they're with you, then what you end up with is pretty simple, yeah? So that's the total revenues for the business, or sales. The revenue that got in the business is dependent upon those 3 things, which of course comes back to the 4 areas we've started talking about so far. So you'll notice I call this the 5 ways. Why do we call it the 5 ways? Because even though I haven't read the number of customers, the revenues, and even the profitability, even though they're not highlighted, they're highlighted in red, they're actually the least important. Okay, they're the least important numbers on the page. But why is that? Well, let's look at it. It's if you see it really clearly, what's the mathematical sign in front of each one of those number of customers and revenues? It's an equal sign, isn't it? So they're the outcome of other things. So leads, conversion rates, number of transactions, and average sale. But finally, the 5th point is the margins. See, if you've got revenues, that's important obviously to your business, but it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is obviously the profitability of the company. So revenues multiplied by margins gives your total profitability of the business. Okay, and that's the end of the formula. Now, why is this formula so important? Well, first and foremost, we've got to know each and every one of these numbers. If we actually know these numbers, then we're off to a head start. If you don't know them, well, maybe just get in touch with me, and you'll learn how you can find all of these numbers for your business. It's really important, because you can't manage what you can't measure. The moment you start knowing these numbers, then you're going to start to really get some work done, and you're going to get your business really growing. So take a look now at the order in which you should look at these. Really, I want you to understand that in fixing a business, every single one of these is as vital as the others. So your number of leads is vital, your number of transactions is vital, average sale, conversion rate, margins, they're all absolutely vital. But where do you start? Okay, well, when we start coaching a company, where we always start is the margins. If we want to work on the margins, we've got about 50 strategies that we work with companies on in the margin area to help you build bottom line profits of the company. And why do we work there first? Well, there's no use increasing revenue if you've got a lack of profit. So there's no use increasing sales if there's no profitability in the business you're already making, in the sales you're already making. Because if you increase your sales and you're already making a loss, you just go bust a lot quicker. Okay, so then we go and work on your conversion rates second. Okay, so firstly margins, great way to increase the profits. Secondly, conversion rate, the sales, the sales force. So we've got 87 different strategies for working in this area with business owners, and I really want you to start working on it. Okay, so conversion rate second. So how come? Well, on a cost average, so it doesn't cost a lot for your sales force to start performing a bit better and converting the business that you're already getting from the people that are coming to the door. So thirdly, we're going to work on your average value sale. And again, it's good sales training that can help you a lot of these areas. Again, we can look at different strategies. There's over 70 different strategies that we work on for improving the average value sale for any particular business. So you might just only use 5 or 6 of them, but it's probably 5 or 6 more than most companies use today. So we work first margin, second conversion rate, third average sale, and fourth we're going to look at the repeat business, so the number of transactions, getting your existing customers coming back more often. We want to increase the number of transactions. So how do we get the people that, well, they're your best customers, aren't they? These are the people that have already bought from you. How do we get them to come back more often? How do we get them spending more each time? These are all aspects of growing the business. And then finally, the final part of the 5 we'll look on is actually generating more leads. I know most people will go to work and say, oh, we just need more customers. Well, actually, if we work at it in order, the area for more customers is the 5th area. Why is that? Well, traditionally it tends to be the most expensive out of the 5 areas to generate more business for your business. It's generally the toughest one out there as well, out of the 5. So we've got 5 ways to improve your business. We've got a order that we need to look at them. So you know what they are, the 5 areas now. We know which order to look at. This is where we're going to do to grow your business. These 5 areas are the key to growing your business. So I want you to sit down. I want you to see if you can work out these numbers for your business. Okay, what are they in your company? The moment that you know these numbers, we can start improving them. If you struggle to find out how they work, please just email me, nickruddle@actioncoach.com. Okay, so I'm Nick Ruddle, and these are the Profit Club Basics.